This is a true crime in real time update from True Crime Today and the Hidden Killers podcast.
It was a night meant for glitz, glamour, and celebration, the 2000 MTV Video Music Awards. A beacon of pop culture excess, the event drew the music industry's most prominent names to New York City's Radio City Music Hall. But as the lights dimmed on the main stage, the darker corners of fame and power were allegedly taking shape at an exclusive after-party, one now etched into the accusations of a 13-year-old girl who claims she was the victim of a horrific crime. The accusations laid bare in a civil lawsuit filed Sunday in New York's Southern District, named two of the biggest names in music, Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter. The accuser, identifying herself as Jane Doe, recounts a chilling narrative that paints the after-party as a nightmarish descent into exploitation and violence. Her claims are graphic, her trauma evident, and her plea for justice unwavering. According to the lawsuit, the story began when Jane Doe sought to attend the VMAs as part of a bucket list dream. Unable to gain entry, she approached limousine drivers parked near the venue, hoping for a lead into the glittering world she longed to see. That's when she alleges a driver working for Diddy told her she fit what Diddy was looking for and offered her a ride to an after-party. What followed was a harrowing sequence of events that would, according to Jane Doe, change her life forever. The lawsuit describes a large white residence with a gated U-shaped driveway as the setting. Upon arrival, Jane Doe was asked to sign what she now believes was a non-disclosure agreement, though she was never provided a copy. Once inside, the vibrant chaos of celebrity life surrounded her. Drugs like cocaine and marijuana were reportedly used openly, and Jane Doe says she consumed a reddish-yellow drink handed to her by someone at the party. Its bitter aftertaste, she claims, was the first sign something was wrong. Almost immediately, she began to feel woozy and disoriented. Her account continues with chilling clarity. Seeking refuge, she lay down in what appeared to be an empty bedroom. Moments later, the scene turned grim. She alleges that Diddy entered the room alongside Jay-Z and an unidentified female celebrity referred to in the lawsuit as Celebrity B. What unfolded next, she says, was a calculated and violent assault. The lawsuit alleges that both Diddy and Jay-Z took turns assaulting her while the other watched, all under the guise of celebrity untouchability. Jane Doe fought back, the documents state, managing to escape after punching Diddy and fleeing the property. But freedom didn't come without scars. According to her account, Jane Doe found herself at a nearby gas station where a clerk noticed her distress and allowed her to call her father. That night, she confessed her whereabouts to him and was brought home. The trauma, however, lingered, manifesting in post-traumatic stress disorder and a seizure disorder. The lawsuit claims that Jane Doe remains deeply affected, struggling to maintain relationships and living largely withdrawn from society. The fallout of these allegations has been immediate and fierce. Both Jay-Z and Diddy have publicly denied the claims, with Jay-Z issuing a lengthy statement calling the lawsuit an extortion attempt and accusing lawyer Tony Buzbee of orchestrating a baseless publicity stunt. Diddy, meanwhile, remains in custody, awaiting trial on unrelated charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. Both men's legal teams have doubled down on their innocence, but the details of the lawsuit have sent shockwaves through the music industry. Jane Doe's lawyer, Tony Buzbee, is no stranger to high-profile cases. With over 100 lawsuits filed against Diddy alone, Buzbee has made a career of representing alleged victims of sexual misconduct. In his own statement, Buzbee rebuffed claims of extortion, stating that his client sought only justice, not a payout. The case, he argues, represents a reckoning for powerful men who have long operated above the law. The timeline of the alleged incident raises further questions. The year 2000 marked a pivotal moment in Jay-Z's life, both professionally and personally. It was around this time that his relationship with Beyoncé, then a rising star with Destiny's Child, began to blossom. While the couple has publicly described their early years together as a foundation of friendship and trust, The allegations cast a shadow over that narrative. Beyoncé has not issued a statement, but the implications for her family and public image are undeniable. This lawsuit doesn't stand in isolation. It is the latest in a string of accusations against Diddy, whose legal troubles have multiplied in recent months. Already facing charges of sex trafficking and racketeering, Diddy's defense has characterized the lawsuits as coordinated attacks meant to tarnish his legacy. Jay-Z, by contrast, has sought to distance himself from the narrative, emphasizing his upbringing in Brooklyn's Marcy projects and framing himself as a man of honor who protects children, not preys upon them. As the legal battles intensify, one question looms large. What does justice look like in a world where fame and power often shield the truth? Jane Doe's plea for accountability has reignited debates about the entertainment industry's complicity in protecting predators. For every accuser brave enough to step forward, how many remain silenced by fear or coercion? The story as it unfolds is a collision of fame, power, and the enduring search for truth. The lawsuit, if proven true, would not only dismantle public personas, but also force a reckoning within an industry long criticized for its lack of accountability. With the courtroom as the next stage, the stakes are nothing short of monumental. Jay-Z's proximity to individuals accused of crimes against children raises complex questions about his awareness and the choices he made throughout his career. Over decades, his professional and personal associations have included figures whose legacies are marred by allegations of abusive behavior. While no evidence directly implicates Jay-Z in any wrongdoing, his connections to certain individuals prompt a closer look at whether he was entirely unaware of their actions or if other factors influenced his silence. Sean Diddy Combs is one of Jay-Z's most enduring collaborators and peers. Their relationship spans decades, built on shared success in the music industry. However, Diddy is currently embroiled in a series of lawsuits and criminal charges, including allegations of sex trafficking. Did Jay-Z, known for his sharp instincts and meticulous approach to business, remain unaware of Diddy's alleged activities? Or were such allegations dismissed as mere rumors in an industry that thrives on spectacle and controversy? The collaboration with R. Kelly in 2002 is perhaps the most glaring example. At the time, Kelly faced mounting accusations of abusing minors, yet Jay-Z released a joint album, The Best of Both Worlds, and embarked on a tour with him. Public knowledge of the allegations against Kelly was widespread, sparking criticism of the partnership. When Jay-Z severed ties with Kelly mid-tour, citing erratic behavior and a backstage altercation, it raised questions about whether he had underestimated the seriousness of the allegations from the start. Did Jay-Z view the partnership purely as a professional opportunity, or did he believe the legal system would handle Kelly's accountability independently? Other individuals in the hip-hop world, such as Afrika Bambaataa and Russell Simmons, have faced allegations of predatory behavior. While Jay-Z's associations with these figures are less documented, his prominence in overlapping circles invites scrutiny. Was he shielded from the realities of their alleged actions, or was silence a byproduct of navigating a complex industry where such allegations often went unchecked? The cultural environment of the music industry during the late 1990s and early 2000s played a significant role in shaping public and private responses to allegations of abuse. The era was marked by excess and a tacit acceptance of questionable behavior from powerful figures. For someone like Jay-Z, whose career trajectory involved navigating these spaces, the extent of his awareness remains unknown. What is clear is that the industry often prioritized success and collaboration over accountability, creating an environment where silence could be misconstrued as complicity. Examining these associations is not an indictment of Jay-Z's character, but a reflection of the broader dynamics within the entertainment world. As someone whose brand is built on control and authenticity, his position in relation to these individuals highlights the tension between personal values and professional alliances. The question remains, how much responsibility does one bear for the actions of those in their circle? And what lessons can be drawn about accountability in a system that often favors power over justice?
In a world where the darkest secrets lie just beneath the surface,
They said it was an accident, but the evidence says otherwise.
where hidden killers roam unnoticed in the shadows.
I think you would definitely be looking at a blend of toxic, very bad narcissistic personality traits, and they will be vengeful and possibly resort to violence.
Join Tony Brueski as he uncovers the truth behind the most chilling cases.
They said it was an accident, but the evidence clearly says otherwise.
Each episode, we dig deep into the minds of those who commit the unthinkable.
To your point on narcissism, he thinks in his own mind how witty he is.
Yeah.
But he lost that jury. I was done with him in 2 minutes.
From unsolved mysteries to infamous crimes.
Geez, you've just talked about how you've taught yourself how to do everything under the sun. I bet you did a YouTube video, how to best kill somebody with a knife.
Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski takes you where few dare to go.
How does someone with such a dark secret go unnoticed for so long?
With multiple new episodes every single day.
We're not just telling stories, we're seeking justice.
Listen now on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Hidden Killers with Tony Brueski.